Confluence is a powerful tool for real-time collaboration, knowledge sharing, and documentation. But as your usage of Confluence increases and the number of people using it grows, you'll most likely find the types of documents being stored and shared in Confluence will also naturally increase. This introduces the risk of different types of data being stored and shared in Confluence, and sensitive data may even creep into some of your documents. With Compliance for Confluence, we have built-in sensitive data detection available to help you scan your Confluence instance for specific types of information and then inform your users or admins that it exists so you can take action. In this video, I'll walk you through how to set up sensitive data detection and how you can select which spaces or pages to scan for sensitive data, as well as setting up rules that will exclude certain pages or phrases from detection. So if you're ready to get started, let's go. First, we need to access Compliance for Confluence, and we can do that by navigating to the Apps menu here and then selecting Compliance from the dropdown. Before jumping into the next section, it's worth noting that the configuration settings in Compliance for Confluence are only accessible to Confluence admins, and that includes the configurations for sensitive data detection and how it operates in your Confluence instance. So everything you see beyond this point is from the perspective of a Confluence administrator. So with that being said, we next need to navigate to Settings, and then under here you'll see the Data Detection section, and there are several options in here. And we're going to start with the Scope section under Data Detection. We can see that sensitive data detection is off, and we need to enable this. So click Enable, and then there's an opt-in here. So take the time to read this, click the link here to read the documentation for more information, and then if you're happy with that and everything you've read, click the check mark and then press Confirm. And there we go, sensitive data detection is now active. So on this screen now we have two options. We can either manage everything globally, so sensitive data detection will be active across our whole Confluence instance in every space. Or if we want a more specific and controlled approach, we can use the space settings to choose specific spaces that we want to activate sensitive data detection on. So manage globally, just click this, enable it, press Confirm, and once that is activated, sensitive data detection is now active across your entire Confluence instance. On the alternative, if you want the space level control, just deactivate this, and then the space settings will be active. And here you have a list of all your spaces. In this example, we've only got 2, but this is where you just turn on and off sensitive data detection for those spaces. One note is you can choose global and personal spaces using the filters here, which again gives you even more control over the spaces in which this powerful feature is being used. Okay, so that's the scope piece, and we've now activated sensitive data detection. Next, we need to choose what data we are looking for. And under detection types, you can see there are 4 options: credit card numbers, email addresses, phone numbers, and usernames. And more options will be added in the near future. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll leave all 4 of these enabled, but you can pick and choose which ones you'd like to use in your Confluence instance. Next up, we have excluded pages. And this will show a list of any pages that we have decided to exclude from sensitive data detection. So you may have some pages in your Confluence instance that you don't want Compliance for Confluence to scan for sensitive data, and there might be a variety of reasons for that. Well, this page here in the admin settings will show you all of the pages that have been selected to be excluded. And to exclude a page, I'd recommend you watch our other video tutorial, which is available in the video description below, and it'll walk through how you exclude pages from sensitive data detection. And the next step is to choose if we want to exclude any specific data types. So here you can set up exclusion rules, and this will prevent Compliance for Confluence for scanning for certain types of information. So you might have an email address or a phone number that you don't want Compliance for Confluence to scan for, and this is where you'd create those exclusion rules. And here you can see we have a couple of already active exclusion rules that we've created, and you can easily create your own. The final step is the permissions piece. So if we click into the permissions, there are 2 types of permissions here. First, you can control who can search and view the sensitive data that's been detected in Confluence, and I'll come back to this in a second. And secondly, you can also control who can view sensitive data within a page. So let's quickly dive into both of these examples, and we'll start with who can view sensitive data on a page. Once sensitive data has been detected, if you click into the key icon or the compliance icon here, this will bring up the scan results, and this will display any sensitive data that has been detected in this page. Now, the setting we saw previously in terms of who can view sensitive data within a Confluence page is this window here. So if you want to restrict this to admins only, then only administrators will be able to view the search results here. If you want to open that a bit more broadly, then you can control that in the settings that we saw just now. Now, the other setting that we saw in the permissions part of sensitive data detection was who can view and search for sensitive data. Now, in the Confluence app itself, there is a new search page for sensitive data, and this is what you are giving people access to if you adjust those permissions. So if I click into the sensitive data search, this will display all of the information that has been detected by Confluence for Confluence. So again, if you want to adjust the permissions for this search page, then you can as an administrator, but by default in the permissions settings, it will be site administrators only who can search and view sensitive data in that search interface, or who can also view sensitive data within the scan results on a Confluence page. And there we are. Sensitive data detection is set up and ready to go. If you're new to Compliance and you're considering trying it out, you can get a free 30-day trial on the Atlassian Marketplace by following the link in the video description below. And just remember, we're here to help you get the most out of Compliance. So if you want to learn more about any feature in this product, be sure to check out our user guides by following the link shown on the screen now. Or if you have any questions, just send an email to support@fox.io and one of our customer support team will be happy to help.